Kat, and this is my intro video on what it's like to go shampoo free. Basically, I wanted to cut out having all those extra chemicals on my hair and skin. It just seemed unnecessary and expensive, and I was starting to get dandruff, and I just really wasn't happy with my hair. It was oily, it was gross, it never quite felt clean the next day after I washed it, and it was getting a lot of damage. So I decided to try something new. I did quite a bit of research online and found that there are a bunch of different ways to do this, but this is how I went about the process, and I also do a little update at the end about what ratios I found worked out best for me, and I show you exactly how I shampoo and rinse my hair, which is a little bit awkward, so be prepared for that. I've been researching this for a while and thinking about doing it, and finally this last week my hair has just been gross. It's felt, you know how when you use dry shampoo, how your hair just feels dirty the rest of the day? It feels oily yet dry at the same time. So my hair's been feeling like that for about a week, and finally I'd had enough. And I've been researching it for a few months, and the best combination that I found online that the most people were happy with was what I decided to go with for my solutions. So in one bottle I just used this empty shampoo bottle, and I mixed 1 tablespoon of baking soda per cup of water, and I just put it in here, shook it up, and that's what I use as my cleanser. And then in this other bottle, which I also washed out really well, I mixed 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar to each cup of regular water, and then I mix that together, and that's what I use to rinse my hair out. And for some reason, in all of this research that I've done, I don't actually remember if anyone rinsed out the baking soda before doing the apple cider vinegar rinse. So I rinsed mine out a little bit and then rinsed with the apple cider and then rinsed everything out with water. And it's been, let's see, I did that last night, and today my hair was just as manageable. No, it was a little bit more manageable than it was before I did that. And then I had my chiropractor appointment, and every time I get adjusted I also get an hour-long massage. So I had a lot of massage oil on my neck that kind of got up into my hair throughout the day, so I ended up putting it up in the high ponytail, and let's just see how it turned out. And it feels pretty gross. Yeah, kind of gross. The roots aren't terribly oily, but because I had my massage, I definitely have oil in the rest of my hair, so it's really hard to tell what's going on with this. But yeah, my hair feels dry and oily at the same time. I washed my hair this morning, and it felt a lot better. I used the same exact solutions that I had mixed before. I didn't change the ratios at all, and it came out way better. Not greasy at all. My cowlick isn't as bad as it usually is. My hair's a little wet. I just got out of the shower. I was washing my face and my hair got a little wet, but it is not greasy at all. And today I didn't really like the way my hair felt when I let it air dry, so I blow dried it and then brushed it out and then used my wide barrel curling iron on it with my oil just on the ends, and it felt a lot better than it did the other day. But it still has a little bit of that weird gritty feeling, like my scalp feels clean but my hair feels dirty. So it's not uncomfortable when I touch my hair. It feels like it does when it's dirty and I put dry shampoo in it. If I weren't doing anything tomorrow, honestly my hair really isn't that greasy. I would just leave it, but unfortunately tomorrow I have a commercial shoot, and I have this one section of my hair where I get a serious cowlick, and I can feel it. I mean, it's starting to get a little bit oily tonight, and I'm not really a big fan of dry shampoo, so I'm gonna wash it tonight. I remixed my solution for my baking soda because I don't know, I feel like my hair should feel cleaner than it has been. So I remixed it with 3 cups of water and 4 tablespoons of baking soda. Before it was a 1-to-1 ratio, cup of water for tablespoon of baking soda. So I'll see how that is different. And yeah, I just know that if I sleep on this hair, by the time I get on set tomorrow, it's gonna be one big grease ball up here. And I don't see any of the dandruff that I was getting right before I started doing this. So that's a relief. And under here, it doesn't look greasy at all, or it doesn't feel greasy at all. It might look greasy to you, I don't know, I can't tell. But before, after like one day of washing with my regular shampoo, it was getting really greasy here in my temples. So, all that kind of, I washed my face and so it looks wet there. Yeah, so I'm gonna wash my hair tonight and tomorrow I'll let you know how it went. I did, as I said, wash my hair last night and I remixed my my solution with the extra baking soda, and I really like the way that turned out as opposed to my previous mixture. My hair felt cleaner, but I noticed I'm using a lot of the apple cider vinegar mixture. I've already used up the entire jug that I originally mixed, so I think I'm using too much. I'm gonna try next time I wash it rinsing out the baking soda for longer. It just feels like my hair gets tangled while I'm rinsing it out and I kind of need something else to do that, and the apple cider vinegar helps. So I'm not sure. Well, let's see. I mean, it feels a little bit oily, which is to be expected because I was out on my set today and it was really, really cold, and then it was hot, and then it was cold, and then it was hot, and then it was cold. Not fun. Not my favorite. So, naturally my hair is going to be a little bit weird. And it was really, really windy, so that's just frustrating. But my hair still feels clean, and it's getting shinier, actually. I mean, I need a haircut, so these ends are kind of funky, but it's getting nice and shiny. And I've noticed that it's kind of making the gradient, maybe I just got more sun, but it's making the fade from the darkness of my roots to my tips more gradual. So I feel like my hair is getting shinier so far. Only been a few days, but my scalp is still overproducing. I definitely would not be able to do this if I had to go somewhere every day, because I exercised today and my hair just felt weird after. It feels really, really greasy under here. Probably looks greasy too. But it doesn't feel dirty. I mean, like when I touch it, it feels greasy. And of course, like back up where, ew, look at that, where my cowlick is. It's just disgusting. But my scalp doesn't feel dirty the way it did when I was using regular shampoo. So if I was using regular shampoo and conditioner, after 2 days tops, I had to wash my hair because my scalp would get disgustingly itchy and I would get this huge, like, thick, I don't know, layer of gunk on my scalp. And also, I've been noticing is with the regular shampoo and conditioner, I used to get these, like, I'd get an itch and then I'd scratch and the whole hair would come out with like a little lump of wax. And that hasn't happened since I stopped using shampoo. So there's the top. Disgusting and greasy. Ew. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna work out and then I'm gonna have to wash it again because I just, ew. Oh, but one thing I did try is, like, I tried scratching my scalp, and even then, after a couple days, there's nothing under my nail. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. There's nothing there. So, yeah, that's different. 3 days since I washed my hair, and here is my greasy cowlick. Absolutely no dandruff anywhere. That's a bit of fluff for my bed. Yeah. So it's really only, I mean, there's the part. It might look dirty to you, I don't know, but in the mirror, it looks just fine. Like, I could part it down the middle and pull it back into a ponytail and wear it like this. But my cowlick makes it hard to do that. I would have to hairspray. I don't like hairspray. So the cowlick looks dirty, and my temples look a little greasy. especially right here. So that is 3 days without washing it, and I wanted to knock this out before I went into my workout and then took a shower. More day. I actually washed my hair this morning, did my workout, and I was really happy with it for a few hours, and then I got home and it's already greasy today for some reason. It just feels yuck. It could be because I didn't dry it completely and I stuck it up in a bun, and it kind of dried up in the bun and then I put it down later, so I already had the cowlick because of that, and my roots on the back of my head are kind of like all going in different directions, so that could be part of the problem. I do have to wash my hair again tomorrow morning because my agent specifically told me to make sure my hair looks good from a top view. I guess at tomorrow's audition they're taking a picture of the top of my head, so it has to look good. So I have to wash my hair again in the morning. I washed my hair yesterday and it felt really weird, so I washed it again today because it had to look good for my audition. Well, the top of my head had to look good. Weird. And it feels clean now. Feels clean, not oily. I blow dried my hair so that my cowlick over here wouldn't be too severe, and it's not so bad. One thing that's strange is since I've started doing this, I feel like the transition from my roots to the tips of my hair isn't as drastic as it was before. Maybe I'm getting more sun. And it is, I mean, it's still quite a bit darker, but I feel like there's less of a distinguishable line. Because it used to be like 3 inches out, it would be pretty dark, and then all of a sudden it got really light. Not really sure why that is. I've had the feeling that maybe the acid in the vinegar is breaking down the henna a little bit. What I have noticed is that I'm losing way less hair in the shower. I am probably losing like 4 or 5 strands every time I shower, and let me show you my hairbrush. So here's my hairbrush. I haven't cleaned it out in over a week, and here's what we've got. Really not that much. I'd say like lint, and that's a week of hair. So I'm not losing that much hair anymore. I don't know how there's that big of a difference. The top of, I mean, I still get some flakes when my hair is really dirty, like after 3 or 4 days I have like tiny little flakes of dirt. But I'm not getting like the big chunks of dandruff that I was getting right before I started doing this. And yeah, my scalp doesn't feel dirty. Like I can go 3 or 4 days without washing my hair and my scalp doesn't itch and it doesn't feel gross, and like I can't smell it. Like before, when I would go a couple of days without showering, I could smell my hair. It was really gross. And now I can't smell it. I don't know if other people can. Yeah. Pretty different already. So this is the first thing I do. I actually don't like to keep everything full in my shower all the time because then they get really cold and it's kind of uncomfortable. So this is what I keep my shampoo, I guess, in. And then this is what I keep my rinse in. So for the rinse, I'm just going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to this bottle, and then when I get into the shower I'm going to fill it up with warm water. And then for this one, I use a funnel because it makes it so much easier. Just put a little funnel in there, and then I add my baking soda, and I'm still using probably about 4 tablespoons for this entire bottle. So put that in there, shake it around, and what I find helpful is that I am using hot water in the shower to fill this up, because when you use hot or even warm water in the baking soda, it dissolves right away. But if you try and mix it with cool water, or if it's been sitting cold in the shower, sometimes it'll kind of settle in the bottom and it won't be mixed up as well. So there's about that much in that bottle, and I've just kind of learned how much to put in there for if I'm going to fill the bottle completely. And this will last me for about 2 shampooings. So the first time is always better because it's warm and it's not as uncomfortable. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix my apple cider vinegar, and I'll show you what that looks like and how I do my whole process. So, sorry my shower is so loud, but I'm just going to take this bottle, and I do have a swimsuit on, by the way, just in case. So I'm just going to fill this up. Takes a couple minutes. So I've added my warm water. I've added my warm water to this, and it kind of just looks like pee, basically. And you'll learn which combination works best for your hair. So I have about 3 or 4 tablespoons of baking soda in this, and I'll just mix this up with the warm water. And once that's dissolved in there, the water is going to be kind of cloudy, and I will wet my hair down first. So once I've wet my hair down, I'm going to take this, and it just kind of dribbles out. And as it's dribbling out onto my scalp, I'm just going to scrub all over my scalp, especially in the areas like right back here where I have my really annoying cowlick. I'm going to make sure I scrub that really well. And I don't want to get it in my eyes. I've gotten it in my eyes before, and it doesn't really sting, but it's kind of salty, so it might bother some people. I don't like getting it on my mouth because it just tastes weird. It tastes like baking soda. And so this is what is going through and kind of breaking down all the dirt and cleansing that grease and oil and any dead skin that's all up in there. Okay, so that part's done. I've used up about half of this bottle, and next time I get in the shower, I'll just put it in the bottom of the shower under the hot water while I shave my legs or something, and that will warm it up a little bit so it's not quite uncomfortable. And I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out. Sorry, my shower makes a really annoying noise. And then I'm going to rinse with the apple cider vinegar. And I know that some people use a lot less of this than I do, but I prefer to make sure everything is really well rinsed. So I make sure I feel it all over my entire scalp. Get all that nasty stuff out. And I forgot to mention, I did brush my hair right before I got in the shower. That way, I mean, this leaves your hair feeling smooth, but it doesn't make it feel slippery the way regular conditioners do, because it doesn't have any of like the, you know, silica or any of that gross stuff in it. So I've gotten my scalp. And I'll rinse out the ends a little bit more. And that's about how much I've used. I could probably get 2 more washes out of this mix. So that's probably about, I'd say, a cup, maybe. Probably 3/4 of a cup of the apple cider vinegar in this whole thing. And I think the entire jug of apple cider vinegar was $6. So then I will rinse all that out. I don't use any kind of essential oils in any of my mixtures. I know some people do, but I don't think there's enough apple cider vinegar to the water in that ratio to make it gross, so I don't really mind it. And by the time you rinse it out with the water, I don't even smell it anymore. So I think as long as you're rinsing pretty well with the water after, it works well. I don't think we have hard water here, so that probably helps. I think if you have hard water, it might be a little bit more difficult to do this. You might want to be using a little bit more baking soda. So that's what my hair looks like now, and I don't think I get fewer split ends. I do want to do a deep conditioning treatment on it because I don't think the oils in my scalp have quite balanced out yet, so it's feeling a little bit dry. I have quite a few split ends, but I also haven't had a haircut in about a month. But overall, I'm really happy with the results. My hair actually smells really good. I don't smell any of the vinegar at all, ever. And I don't see myself going back to shampoo and conditioner anytime soon.